Would you believe that more accidents happen in your office than in factories and industrial shops? They do. In fact, the California State Department of Industrial Relations estimates that office accidents in the United States cause 40,000 disabling injuries costing $100 million. Many accidents happen because unsafe conditions go unnoticed and unsafe acts go unchecked. How safe are you in your office? Most of these accidents can be prevented. We must think safety. Think accident prevention. If you are a supervisor, you are responsible for the safety of your employees in the office. You must keep your eyes open to unsafe conditions or practices and take action immediately to correct them. Making periodic inspections is a good way to start. Set a day and a time on your calendar for these inspections, and then follow through. Make sure your employees know you are making an inspection, and you'll get them thinking about it and doing something about it too. If you have an accident, then you have to make sure the same thing doesn't happen again. That's why you must write an accident report, but it will take more than writing a report. You then have to make sure somebody reads it and learns something from it. Your job has just begun when you finish writing the report. I'd like you to meet Accident Al. He's a kind of walking accident waiting to happen. Let's follow Accident Al around for a while and see if we can learn something about avoiding common accidents. Let's start with one of the most common causes of frequent and surprisingly serious accidents: trips, slips, and falls. How can we prevent this type of accident? Keep your work area well lighted. Don't clutter up the place. There's a lot of things hidden here, and some of them are accidents. Make sure your floor isn't a skating rink. Slip-resistant materials are available for polished floors. Torn or damaged floor coverings are traps for tripping. Accident Al here is sure to hit his thumb, so get office services or GSA people to hammer it for you. And if you have to wait for their service, put up a sign or a barrier. All stairs can be dangerous, some more than others. They should have anti-slip treads and handrails. Never read your accident reports on the stairs. Doors opening directly onto stairs should have signs to announce this hazard loud and clear. A glass observation panel also helps. Transparent glass doors without decals have caused many serious injuries. The core castles here, placed about 4 1/2 feet up from the floor, tell you more than just whose office you're going into. Chairs are made for sitting. They make dangerous step stools or ladders. Sometimes chairs don't even make good chairs, particularly when not standing on all 4 legs, or when they have broken casters. How many times have you seen or heard of this happening? This is a common office hazard and is easily avoidable as closing a file drawer. Someone here could use a hall safety mirror. Even so, running into a corridor intersection can be chancy. This has happened to long hair, too, and jewelry, scarves, skirts, sleeves, you name it, and the fan has chewed it. As I said, you must be very careful about where you study your accident reports. This is the kind of thing that makes fire inspectors old before their time. Let's see what happens to Accident Al when he is exposed to other types of equipment. Sharp metal trimmings or burrs can cause painful wounds. Splintered or chipped furniture and protruding nails can sometimes interrupt your day's work. Windows that have been painted shut can cause unnecessary strain. Electric eyes on automatic elevator doors can blink sometimes. Don't trust them. Sometimes elevators forget where they are. Look at the floor before you step out. Belts, gears, pulleys, and other rotating equipment should always be guarded. If you use solvents, inks, or other chemicals, make sure protective creams and lotions are easily available, clearly marked. Sharp and pointed instruments can cut fingers and hands, too. They should be used and stored carefully. Identify hazards with bold signs. Approach a spring-loaded desk with caution. Accidents can come from every direction. Up is one of them, from which objects can fall. Accident Al is equally adept in placing himself in danger from this direction, too. Look out for file cabinets with overloaded top drawers. Never open more than one drawer at a time. If possible, bolt a file cabinet or group of file cabinets to the floor. Avoid placing anything on top of file cabinets. Fans vibrate and can walk. Bolt them to the wall or leave them on the floor. Good housekeeping could have avoided what's about to happen here. Good housekeeping goes for windowsills, too. It is not only shoddy looking, but can be dangerous. Venetian blinds and overhead light fixtures should also be inspected periodically. The way to lift something, if learned and practiced, can prevent painful injuries, particularly to your back. These injuries are far too common. For the moment, Accident Al will be just plain Al as he demonstrates for a change the correct way to lift and carry objects. Here he shows us how to carry a load close to the body, feet apart for balance. To pick up a load from the floor, use your strong leg muscles, not the weak muscles of your lower back. Squat. Keep your back straight and get a good grip on the package. Then, keeping your back straight, use your arms and legs to lift. Make sure you can see where you're going. Here's Accident Al as we remember him, blind and carrying a load too big and too heavy for him. He finally learns that it's much safer to get help. Electric What's burn? If powerful enough, shock can kill. As you will see, only dumb luck lets Accident Al survive the hazards of electricity. Never overload outlets and extension cords. This won't shock you, but it could start a fire. Make sure the circuit is able to carry the current before you plug in heavy equipment. Pull chains on electric switches should be the insulated link type. When electrical equipment overheats, don't stand around to see what'll happen next. Shut it off. All office machines should be grounded with 3-prong grounding plugs. Protective guards on fans should be made of mesh, not greater than 1/2 inch, to protect fingers, sometimes even an ear. What he is about to do looks dumb, but cutting into a live wire has caused many accidents. Don't try to repair electrical equipment yourself. Accident Al here is about to make his body part of a live circuit. Fire is another ever-present and dangerous hazard. Here are some of the things you can do to avoid this danger. Obey signs. Wastebasket fires are far too common. All fire exits must remain unobstructed and open. Periodic fire drills will avoid this kind of confusion and panic. Everyone should know the locations of fire alarms and fire exits. Fire drills and special instruction sessions should be held periodically. Additional effort may have to be made to keep Accident Al awake. The proper types of firefighting equipment must be made available. All flammable liquids must be kept in approved safety containers in approved locations and with proper labels. Flammable materials must never be stored near heating or electrical equipment. Good housekeeping is one of the best kinds of fire prevention. No litter, with oil or solvent-soaked rags placed in proper containers. Unfortunately, Accident L